had a wet summer this year, and because of the wet summer you can hear the roaring waters here on July 24th, 2017 at Meeker Road in Vestal. This is an area that the bridge actually washed out right in this area years ago. Now as of today, there's a couple of bridges up the creek further, including Juneberry near the new Vestal Nursing Center, that have actually flooded out and been closed. Luckily, this area had some major dredging done since the 2011 flood, which is why so far everything is fine. As you can see down below, the dredging work, the rocks are working to keep the bridge from being washed out over here where it was washed out back in 2011. But it is a heck of a lot of water, and there's a lot of people concerned about it. Particularly there's some houses down this side, which I cannot see from here, but they once again you can see down here where the dredging work, and this is why you dredge, folks. This is why you dredge. You don't dredge to preserve the environment so much as to prevent damages that would have happened if this were not dredged and cleaned up. I mean, when this was not dredged before, this bridge would have washed out already. But, as you can hear from the roar of the water, we are doing fine. Now, let me bring this back around again. I'm going to try and some more. Anyway, since 2011, we are now 6 years past in 2017. It is summer. So far, the big rivers are threatening to flood, but have not flooded yet. Hopefully they will not, especially considering it's the Susquehanna floods now. It could create a problem for the Dix Open coming up next month. Because today's July 24th, we're less than a month from the Dix Open, and if that course does flood, there will be no way it can recover in time for the tournament, which would not be good. Alright, here we go again. Come over this side and come over this angle. See how this is moving, and in fact it's taking a couple of new trees down quite obviously on this side. And this is amazing. This is energy that cannot be used because there's no way to put an electric generator here, because most of the time this is but a trickle. But I'll tell you this, if we ever started setting up all these streams and so forth to generate electrical power, we would be able to probably save not only coal, but nuclear and natural gas from having to be generated as well for electricity. Unfortunately, you know, this doesn't happen, because you can hear the power roar. Anyway, this is the July 2017 update from Meeker Road Bridge, and I thank you for listening. Have a great summer, and we are praying that we do not get more rain, because unfortunately there's still clouds in the sky this evening, and there is predicted rain, which is not good. Okay, thank you. Now for part 2 of why we dredge. This is the Main Street Bridge in Vestal. It was new just before the 2011 flood and survived the 2011 flood. And the reason that it did, readily apparent, as you can see the major dredging that was done around where the bridge was installed. And then we're going to come across, do this quickly because a lot of traffic on this today, because there's 2 bridges above us that are closed. This is below Meeker Road. As you can see there, it's again all the rocks and stuff and all the work they did has paid off. This is the second time it's paid off. There's a very good reason for doing it, because if there was a flood right here, that is a nice seg power electrical substation right there. And when you compare that with the location here, you can understand that it's very important that this bridge was redone. Okay, that's it for part 2 of Why We Dredge, July 24th, 2018. There we go. It's actually a nice like substation, and if you go up there, top side, that is actually 26 up here. So again, we'll come over. This is the Main Street Bridge. And we got somebody else taking photos. And the stretch of houses along this side all are having a real good view of the creek right out in their backyard. Why We Dredge, part 3, and it's July 24th, 2017, not 2018. Somebody made a mistake on my script. As if I have a script. Right.